Hey, what is up everybody? Zerofats here coming at you on behalf of AdventuresOnTheRiver.com as well as Easy YouTube Money Method. Wanted to talk to you guys about my recent launch of Easy YouTube Money Method real quick because somebody was saying to me, hey man, Zerofats, how come you release this product Easy YouTube Money Method and it seems like when you try to promote it, it's almost like you're telling people not to buy it. It's almost like you're telling people, hey, don't buy information products, but you're trying to sell an information product. What is wrong with you, man? Why don't you work on your copy a little bit better? Okay? Well, first of all, I just want to say, of course I want you to buy my products. If I got something for sale, yeah, of course I want people to buy it. But I don't want everybody to buy it. I don't want you to buy my product if it cannot help you, okay? Like, Easy YouTube Money Method, it's a great product. It can help people. It cannot help everybody, If you don't want to make YouTube videos, absolutely, you don't want to make YouTube videos, you can't do it, you're not going to do it, Easy YouTube Money Method is going to pose some challenges for you because it's based around making YouTube videos. So I do want to help people. I want to help people, but every product's not right for every person. That's just the way it is. Why don't I use more copy? Why don't I copy the hell out of all my products and put a bunch of copy up and make it like 8 pages long to scroll down, trying to figure out how much something costs? Man, it's simple, man. I don't like that. I don't like all that copy, man. If I'm interested in a product, here's what I want. What is it? What can it do for me? Will it work? And the whole will it work thing's kind of tricky, man, because, it's like some things work for some people. Some things won't work for other people. It kind of depends on how much effort you put into it, Easy YouTube Money Method is one of those products where, like, man, I try to give you a step-by-step instruction how to do something. Do this, then do this, then do this, then do this. Now you're going to start seeing money roll in. So it's supposed to be real step-by-step. But, it's not like completely easy because, you have to film some videos. You have to film some videos. I think in Easy YouTube Money Method, man, it calls for you to, you need 10 videos, like, boom, right off the bat, before you even get started, you need to get those together. Now, I mean, it's not that hard, but you have to stay focused. Why don't I make things seem like amazingly great? Why don't I make things seem like you're going to make millions of dollars on them and it's going to be the answer to all your problems? Well, I'll tell you why. Because I'm a realistic person. I'm not a sky. I mean, I am a sky's the limit person. I mean, I'll admit. I mean, I am optimistic. I see things on the positive side, but I'm not going to feed you guys a line because I know things are hard. It's difficult. Man, I'm making good money right now working for myself. I'm making good money right now working for myself using the internet. There's a lot of people around where I live who don't understand that. My father doesn't understand it. Just the other day he says, "Man, why don't you quit? Why don't you quit messing around with the internet and get you a real job? Get your some calluses on your hands like your old man." It hurts me. It hurts me when he says things like that because my father doesn't understand what I'm doing. He doesn't understand what I'm trying to do. He doesn't understand how I'm doing it. So he judges me. So I mean that's okay. He has a right to his opinions. I love my dad. He's a great guy, but he doesn't understand what I'm doing. So it's hard, and so that's why I'm not gonna pitch it to you guys like, hey man, this product's the answer to all your freaking problems. It's gonna solve everything. You're gonna be driving around in a BMW, and your house is gonna be paid for, and everybody's gonna love you all of a sudden. Because no, that's not true. What I've experienced is, number one, working online and making information products and selling on Amazon has been awesome, dude. It's been awesome. It's allowed me a lot of freedom. It allowed me a lot of power over my own destiny. It's empowered me quite a bit. And it's been great. But as far as like, hey, everyone's going to love you now, you're going to be rich, no, I haven't experienced that. I mean, you know, I don't drive a BMW. I'm not rich. That's another, I get that in the comment section a lot, man. You know, this dude don't look rich. Dude, I'm not rich. I'm just a normal guy. Now, yeah, I'm doing better than I was. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm broke. I'm not broke. I'm doing better than I was. I make pretty good money online, and it seems like every year it becomes more and more. So, you know, I'm doing pretty decent, but I'm not rich by any means. By any means, I'm not rich. And what I have, I've worked really hard to get. You know, I've educated myself quite a bit, man. I've had a lot of sleepless nights, staying up all night, learning. And that's what you guys got to do. As far as I'm concerned, you know, you got to, you know, just, you know, pounding your head against that wall, man, until it breaks through, and then boom, you got it, you know. But okay, so yeah, I want to be realistic with you guys. I'm not going to like pound you with a bunch of copy. Some people say that hurts my sales. Some people say, hey, look, dude, you'd sell more if you did better copy. You know, maybe so, man. Maybe I would sell more if I did better copy. But, you know, I'm selling okay. I do okay. I want to come at people with a realistic point of view. I don't want to come at them with a bunch of copy to like pull wool in front of their eyes and make them think something's going to be awesome and that they're not going to have to work very hard for it and it's going to be great. I don't want to do that now. Okay, so cool. There's that. Put that aside for a second. I want to read something to you, and this kind of explains, you know, this will kind of give you where I'm coming from when it comes to my ideas about copy and how I talk to people and things like that, and my vision and why I do things the way I do. Okay, so this is like you ever see that movie? I don't know if you guys ever seen that movie, The Wolf of Wall Street, or if you ever read the book by Jordan Belfort. And Jordan Belfort's a pretty smart guy. He's really good. He's a really good, you know, infopreneur, you could say. But Jordan Belfort's made a ton of money. And if you haven't read the book or you haven't watched the movie, I suggest you go check it out. It's pretty cool. But there's a quote at the end of it which I thought was very telling. So this is a quote when Jordan Belfort is being arrested and he's going off to prison for a little while. And he says here, he says, "I'm not ashamed to admit it. When I arrived at the prison, I was absolutely terrified. But I needn't have been. See, for a brief, fleeting moment, I had forgotten that I was rich. And I lived in a place where everything was for sale. Would you like to learn how to sell it?" And that's what he says. And to me, he's essentially saying that, hey, my prison stay was a piece of cake because I'm rich. It was easy. And then it shows him in prison. They're playing like tennis and it's like they're at a resort or something, you know? So very, very easy. You know, cheated people out of tons of money, went to prison for a few years, and it was a very simple, easy stay. It wasn't difficult at all. Okay, so that's that. Now it's important to remember that was a movie and that was a book, but you have to remember it's steeped in reality. These things really happened. Now I want to bring up another thing, okay? I'm a huge Cleveland Browns fan, okay? Now the owner of the Cleveland Browns, Jimmy Haslam, right? Now listen, Jimmy Haslam, he owns the truck stop, the truck stop company, Flying J, right? This is a company, okay? Well, let me just read this really quick. The truck stop company owned by Cleveland Browns owner Jimmy Haslam and Tennessee Governor Bill Haslam has agreed to pay $92 million penalty for cheating customers out of promised rebates and discounts, authorities announced Monday. Okay? Here's a little snippet by Jimmy saying, you know, we as a company look forward to putting this whole unfortunate episode behind us. Okay, so there's that. You have to understand, man, they were accused of stealing money from all these other companies. They were cheating. They were basically embezzling. They were embezzling money. They were cheating. They were cheating. They were stealing money from a lot of companies. So it was unethical. It was immoral. It was just flat out illegal. And they were doing this, okay? And this went on for many, many years. Okay, now they've come to terms. They've agreed to pay $92 million. So here, let me go on. In an agreement with the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Tennessee, Pilot Flying J has accepted responsibility for the criminal conduct of its employees, 10 of whom have pleaded guilty to participating in the scheme. For its part, the government has agreed not to prosecute the nation's largest diesel retailer as long as Pilot abides by the agreement. Among other conditions, Pilot has agreed to cooperate with an ongoing investigation of current and former employees. The agreement does not protect any individual at Pilot from prosecution. The agreement was signed by U.S. Attorney General Bill Killian on Thursday and attorneys from Knoxville-based Pilot on Friday. Nashville criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor David Rabin, who has followed the case but is not involved, said the agreement most likely signals that Pilot CEO Jimmy Haslam will not face charges. Right? He will not face charges. That's what this agreement signifies. Okay? No prosecutor would enter an agreement like this, ask for this kind of sanction, unless they didn't have enough evidence to indict Haslam. Also, Pilot would not agree to pay unless they felt the government would not prosecute him. Okay, so what does it translate to? It translates to Jimmy Haslam's not going to see any jail time at all, okay, but his company's going to pay $92 million in penalties for doing this, okay? And that kind of goes with what this guy set up here on Wolf of Wall Street, what Jordan Belfort set up here in Wolf of Wall Street. Now I want you guys to understand, $92 million might seem like a lot of money to you and me, but you got to understand, Pilot Flying J, they are ranked number 7, America's largest private companies. This is the Forbes list of America's largest private companies. Pilot Flying J is ranked number 7. Do you want to know how much they make a year? $30.43 billion a year. This company makes $30.43 billion a year. So let you understand something. $92 million in penalties and fines. That's nothing. That's nothing to this company. That's nothing to Jimmy Haslam. So it's what it boils down to is it kind of seems like wealthy people are a little bit above the law. People who are very wealthy are kind of above the law. And it kind of goes back to what Jordan Belfort said. See, for a brief fleeting moment, I had forgotten that I was rich. And I lived in a place where everything was for sale. So, there you go. There you go. And a lot of times rich people feel like they're above the law. Now listen, I'm not discriminatory against rich people, but I don't like people who feel like they're above the law and they can just do whatever they want to do, and they can cheat people out of money, and it's cool and it's okay because they got $1 billion sitting in a bank account. I'm not into that. My dogs are going crazy. Someone's at the door. But I'm not into that. That's not how I want to run my business. That's not how I want to live my life. You see, I have a vision. I have a goal. And my goal is to be 100% independent, but also help other people become 100% independent. I want to help people pull themselves out of financial poverty. That's my goal. Okay? So, you know, and that doesn't include a bunch of copy on my sales pages that like make people think things are bigger than life and they're going to be, you know, all the problems are going to be solved when they buy this product. You know, because buying a product and investing a little bit of money in information and investing a little bit of money in a little bit of education is a good thing. But, you know, you have to execute. You have to take action. And without that, everything is meaningless. Not only do you have to execute and take action, but you have to make intelligent decisions, right? When things aren't working, it's up to you to figure out why they're not working. Man, why is this not working? I followed all the instructions to a T. What happened? Why isn't this working? Man, I'll tell you guys, my first product that I bought was, you probably might not have never heard of it, but it's called Site Build It. And this is a huge, huge, all-encompassing program, man. And it's expensive. It's like $300 a year. I think it's kind of pricey, but it's an all-encompassing program. It teaches you how to build an authority site. Is what it teaches you how to do. And man, I had signed up for Site Build It, man, and I was so excited. And I thought it was going to be the best thing since sliced bread, man, and I'm going to build an authority site. And just like from jump, man, I was making little mistakes, and I didn't even realize I was making them. But I was following the instructions to a T. But you know, I wasn't doing things right. Looking back on it now, I would have done things differently. I would have, you know, I can see, looking back on it now, I can see where the instructions were right and they were leading me right. But I can also see how like my mind was kind of, you know, twisting those instructions up and messing them up a little bit, and I wasn't building the site right. So, and if you want to see my first website that I ever tried to make money off of, check it out. Ohio-music-resource.com. Ohio-music-resource.com. That was the first website I ever tried to make money off of, and you know, I followed site building instructions, but at the same time I messed them up. And you know, I think the lesson there is, it takes practice, man. I mean, it takes practice to get things right. You have to study, and then you have to execute, and then there's going to be some learning curve there. Once you're executing and you're doing things, there's going to be some learning curve. Shoot, man, I had a learning curve going from adventuresontheriver.com, which was a membership site, to trying to create Easy YouTube Money Method, which was just supposed to be just a one-off. You buy the product and boom, you get access to it and stuff like that. There was a learning curve for me for that, you know. So everything I do, there's another little bit of a learning curve, and you know, nothing's going to be perfect. You know, you learn as much as you can about something, then you jump and you execute and you take action, and then you try to figure out, okay, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? You know, and hopefully your customers give you feedback, or you know, and if you're not getting any feedback from from people and you're not selling any product, then you know there's something wrong. That's a great indication of feedback right there. That if you're not selling any product and you're not getting any feedback from anybody, then there's something wrong. You know, either there's not enough advertisement going on, or you know, there's something wrong. Yeah, man. So definitely. So, you know, to answer someone's question about, you know, why I don't plow my sales pages with copy, and you know, how come they're so simple and everything like that, it's just because, look, man, I think that business is kind of simple, and we as people kind of make it complicated. But I deal in a market, in that money-making market, and I deal in that market where, you know, people are, you know, just by their very nature, you know, untrusting. They're untrustworthy, and they have a right to be, because there's a lot of products out there that promise you everything and deliver you not nearly as much. So, you know, when you're in a market like that, I think trust is important, and it's important for people to just kind of, you know, trust that I'm trying to help you and not trying to just rip you off. So, you know, I think that's important. And you know, whether I was in that market or not in that market, I mean, I would still approach it the same way. When I learn something new, I will try to toss it to you and help you. And you know, it's going to be up to you whether you can take that information and make something valuable out of it, or if you just, you know, consume it and then move on to the next thing, or if you're going to say, well, that didn't work, what, you know, whatever, that was, he lied to me, whatever, that didn't work. I mean, you know, first of all, I'm not going to lie to you. You know, I'm going to tell you what's worked for me and what I've had success with. Now, you know, can you repeat my process? Yeah, you can repeat my process, but you'd be smart to take my process and kind of adapt it and to create your own thing. That'd be the smart thing to do, because how many people can repeat the same exact process over and over and over and over? Eventually, it's going to be diluted, and nobody's making that much money off of it, you know. But, there's that. So, anyways, I wanted to get back to Easy YouTube Money Method real quick. I know I'm kind of just rambling all over the place. Easy YouTube Money Method is, the idea of it was, you know, I want to figure out how to make, and first of all, Easy YouTube Money Method, so you guys understand, Easy YouTube Money Method was inspired by Google Sniper, okay? That inspired me for Easy YouTube Money Method. It was inspired by Google Sniper. It was inspired by Superlist Method. It was inspired by a couple things, but Easy YouTube Money Method was inspired by these ideas. And you know, when I built it, I wanted to come up with a way for people just to step, 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 boom. Now I got some money rolling in my bank account. Great. It didn't cost me anything. Great. Or it cost me very, very little, you know. But there's another part to this. So in this video right here, I'm getting ready to give you what I'm working on right now, okay? When it comes to Easy YouTube Money Method and when it comes to making money on YouTube, I want to show you something I've kind of like been looking at, and I don't know for sure if this is the case, but I'm pretty sure it is. And what it boils down to is man, I don't know how to put this without it coming out complicated. If you guys understand keyword research and you understand, like, hey man, to compete for this keyword and to compete for that keyword, oh hey look man, if I want to compete for this keyword, you know, I'm talking about Google AdWord campaigns here, right? If I want to compete for this word, I want to compete for that word, oh this word cost me $1, you know, this word's way more expensive, it costs more to compete for this word. And I'm talking about competing for keywords that you know would rank you on the first page of Google for that keyword search. So this is getting kind of complicated. I'm not trying to go crazy. Here's what it boils down to. Okay. The next step for Easy YouTube Money Method. Once you get Easy YouTube Money Method, if you get that and you learn those methods, I might even put this video in that members area. I don't know. I'm gonna put this on YouTube though for free for anyone who wants to see it. Here's the thing. Here's what I propose. Okay. Now listen. I know this is true. Okay. Part of this I know is true. Some channels make more money than other channels on YouTube with the same amount of views, with the same amount of. Let's say you got one channel over here that has 1,000 subscribers and let's say it has 100,000 views, okay? Let's say this channel makes a amount of month. Let's say this channel makes a certain amount of money a month. Let's say there's another channel over here that has 1,000 views and 100. Let's say it has the exact same amount of subscribers and the exact same amount of views, okay? This channel will make more money than this channel. Why? Why is this channel making more money than this channel? And they got the same number of subscribers, the same number of views. And the answer is advertising, right? Because this advertiser is paying more money to YouTube to put their commercials on that channel in front of those videos than this advertiser is, right? I'm not trying to lose anybody. I hope I'm not losing anybody. Let's do a little quick example. Here's what I'm telling you. Here's what I think. Alright, now I want you to understand something. I lost my last channel for delving too closely into the whole YouTube money thing and how much people can make on YouTube and this, that, and the other. I got a little too close to the fire in the last channel and they shut me down. So I'm hoping they don't shut me down on this one. I put a bunch of stuff in the front of this video to kind of ease my way into this conversation. So I'm hoping they don't shut me down for talking about this. If they do, I got all my stuff backed up this time, so but that's okay, man. I want to try to help you guys if I can. So here's what I know for fact. Some channels with the exact same amount of subscribers and the exact same amount of views, one channel will earn more money than the other channel. And the only thing that can be is advertising, okay? And what it suggests is that some ads are worth more than other ads. Obviously, some ads are worth more than other ads. So how do you get the higher priced ads on your channel? You need the higher priced niches, right? How do you do it? How do you do it? What do you make channels about? I mean, what does it suggest? I mean, it suggests that here's what it suggests, alright? And this is exciting, alright? This is exciting if you're into like YouTube and you're into making YouTube channels and you think you can do it. If you've got my course on Easy YouTube Money Method, you already know how to make a YouTube channel that's effective. Now if you combine that with what I'm about to tell you, I'm pretty sure you're going to be doing pretty damn good. I haven't tested this, what I'm about to tell you yet, but I'm going to test it because I'm pretty sure it's going to work. I mean, look, here's how it is. You know, keywords on things like lawyers, things like, you know, biochemistry, things like just really loans, you know, keywords like that are really high priced. You know, they're high priced keywords. Advertisers pay more money for stuff like that. Okay? Now, there's a lot less videos. There's a lot less YouTube channels based around things like that. Okay? Now, keywords about funny cats and keywords about like amazing stunts and keywords about how to make money, stuff like that, they're easier to come by. I mean, they're easier to come by. The advertisers don't have to pay as much money for those keywords. They don't have to pay as much to put their commercials in front of your videos because they're cheaper. There's more, and why? Why are they cheaper? There's more people out there making videos like that. There's more people out there making blogs about that kind of stuff. You know, what if you got a limited supply? You know, what if you got a limited supply of YouTube channels or YouTube videos about something, right? What if, like, imagine this for a second. What if there was only one channel on YouTube that was about guitars? That was it. One channel. And the focus of that channel was on guitars. But there wasn't a single other channel on YouTube about guitars. Now what if you were a guitar distributor and you wanted to advertise with YouTube, but there was only one channel? But there was 1,000 guitar distributors and they all wanted to advertise on YouTube. I mean, how would they decide who got their commercial in front of the videos on that channel? I mean, they bid, right? They bid. And they drive the bid up for keywords. They drive it up. Pretty soon, man, these advertisers are going to be paying a shit ton of money to put their commercials in front of those videos, right? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to you guys, you know, because what it translates to is some channels are going to work much harder for their money than other channels. You know, a channel about making money online like this channel right here is going to work much harder for its money than a channel about defense lawyers. Does that make sense? I mean, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, a lot of you guys are going to watch this and you're like, what the hell are you talking about, Zerofats? I don't know what you're talking about. A lot of you guys might think, oh, that sounds like it makes sense, but then you never take action on it. And some of you guys might be like, holy shit, Eureka. That's crazy. I believe it works. I'm going to test it. I don't have time to test it right now because I got tons of crap going on right now. I got my arms on like 1,000 fires. But I am going to test it. I suggest anybody out there who thinks they want to make money online, I'm not trying to sell my product, but there's no other product out there like it. Okay, I suggest you invest the 15 bucks in Easy YouTube Money Method, educate yourself on that method, and then I suggest apply what I'm saying right now. When you start trying to do a channel creation, apply what I'm saying right now. You might not know shit about, you know, loans, but I can tell you right now those keywords are worth a lot. And what it suggests to me is that if you make an entire channel around that kind of thing, you're going to make a lot more money in advertising. Your 500 subscribers and your 2,000 views are going to make you more money per view than the guy who has a channel about how to make money online, like this channel. I mean, I don't know how long this video is going to be up, you guys. I don't know if YouTube's going to try to shut me down for saying this again or not. I hope not. If they do, I will post this video inside the members area of Easy YouTube Money Method. But while it's up on YouTube, it's yours, it's free. Consider it a sequel to Easy YouTube Money Method. Consider it a part 2. Why am I giving it away for free? Because I'm honestly trying to help people. Now, obviously, I have to make a living for myself as well, but I'm going to help people if I can. So anyway, if you want to know what I'm thinking about lately and what direction I'm going in, that's it. You know, that the advertising dollars are not created equally, and some channels and some views are not created equally. Some views are worth more than other views, depending on, you know, who's putting the ads in the front of those videos and how much they're paying. So anyways, hope this video has been helpful to you guys. Kind of rambly. You guys know how I am. So anyways, I'll catch up with you next video. If you get a chance, check out Easy YouTube Money Method. That's at easyoutubemoneymethod.com. I'll put a link in the description. Also, as always, open for business, adventuresontheriver.com. We're getting ready to do a contest in there starting here in August. We're going to start doing contests every month, giving out Kindle Fires. So I don't know. I'll catch up with you guys next video. Peace.